Thank you so much, FiniX TV. We are streaming live from Olanda Village, Bondo Sub-County, Sia County. This is DCP representatives from Kisumu County, Sia County, and Homa Bay County at the burial and funeral ceremony of the late Mama Joyce Onyango. Dear viewers, this afternoon there is something that we need to communicate to the entire nation, specifically to the Luo nation in general. As you all know, that ODM joined the government through broad-based arrangement. It is not a government because it is not binding whatsoever in the law. It is an arrangement. I want to bring this clearly to our own understanding as a community, that there is a total conspiracy between William Samoei Ruto and the ODM wing of pro-government. And this one is a conspiracy to destroy the Luo nation. This is a conspiracy to bring disunity among the Luo nation. And the main purpose of this conspiracy is to make sure that Luo nation does not have a voice they used to have when the late Raila Odinga was alive. The death of Raila Amolo Odinga marked a beginning. It was a big challenge to us as a community and to the nation. But I want to talk about Raila's demise, because there is a lot of theories which have been hidden from the knowledge of the people of Kenya and specifically Luo nation. Let me take you back in the early years of 1990s when we lost the foreign affairs, the late Robert Ouko. I want to tell Luos, during that time, what was the arrangement between Luo nation and the Kalenjin nation. I want to bring to the attention of the Luo community. When we lost General Ogola, who is the commander-in-chief, and who was General Ogola? He was the chief of the defense forces. He lost his life on a plane crash under whose regime, William Samoei Ruto. The death of Commander Ogola happened during a special mission assigned to him by the president on the northern part of Kenya. That was a conspiracy. When Raila Amolo Odinga died, questions have come, and those questions are demanding answers to be given. When Raila Odinga died, information which came and shocked the entire country was that in his will, he wished to be buried within 72 hours. Recently, Mama Aida Odinga acknowledged that information she was privy to. Up to date, Raila Odinga, with his stature in the society and in the international sphere, there is no post-mortem which was done. No Kenyans knows the cause of Raila Amolo Odinga's death. Currently, Kenyans have started asking a fundamental question that must have an answer, no matter how long it will take. Who killed Amolo? Who killed Amolo? Ningependa kuambia wenzetu kutoka Luo Nyanza, Nyang'au ameingia kwenye ngori ya ng'ombe na anakula ng'ombe zetu moja baada ya ingine. La pili tena naongezea nikisema hivi, wakati wana wa Israeli walikuwa wanatoka Misri wakienda Kanani, walikuwa wanateswa, wanaumizwa, wanauliwa na Farao. Hakuna wakati Wajaluo wamewahi fanya uhusiano ya uongozi ya taifa ya Kenya na Kalenjins na Luos wamekosa kulia machozi. Wakati kulikuwa na uhusiano ya Moi na Raila Amolo Odinga, Wajaluo walilia. Sasa hii tunapokuwa na uhusiano ya uongozi kupitia broad based, Wajaluo wanalia. Kwa nini wanalia? Wanalia kwa sababu wako na uhusiano ya nyang'au kwenye hori ya ng'ombe. Na hii uhusiano yenye tulianza na William Samoei Ruto kama jamii ya Wajaluo, tusipoangalia vizuri, mwisho wake itakuwa ni kilio ya uchungu. Nataka niongee na Oburu Odinga na wenzake ambao wameamua kupiga ODM mnada. Sisi tunasema kwa sababu tuko na huruma mwingi kwa chama cha ODM. Tunaongea hivi kwa sababu tuko na uchungu mwingi kupitia kifo ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Hapa tupo sisi ni viongozi wa DCP. Gachagua kabla aondoke kwa serikali alionya Raila Odinga na ODM. Onyo lake alikutimizwa, matokeo yake ni machungu sahihi. Na sisi kama bado DCP tunasimamia msimamo yetu. Mwito wetu kwa Wakenya wote ni one term. Kwa nini one term? Sababu hatuwezi kuwa na kiongozi ambaye anadanganya asubuhi, anadanganya mchana na anadanganya usiku. Katika idara ya afya kuna mateso, hakuna matibibu. Katika idara ya elimu hakuna masomo katika nchi yetu ya Kenya inasambaratika, inaharibika. Wacha nikumbushe Wakenya, because Wakenya wako na sikio la kusahau kwa haraka. Ruto kabla akuwe president alisema kuharibu misingi ya taifa hahitaji risasi, hahitaji tear gas na hahitaji mbomu. Unafaa tu kuharibu misingi ya elimu. Kama ninadanganya, nataka kuambia Ruto pale umejificha, ondoka na ukana haya maneno ambayo nimesema. William Samoei Ruto anajua vyema ya kwamba kuharibu misingi ya taifa ya Kenya ni kudhuru na kuharibu elimu ya watoto ya Wakenya. Hiyo ni ukweli mtupu. Nikimalizia ningependa kutoa hii ombi kwa Wakenya wote. Sisi tuko katika muungano ya opposition. Hiyo muungano iko na vyama tofauti. Moja ya hayo vyama ni chama cha DCP. Kiongozi wetu ni Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua ako na msimamo yake. Rigathi Gachagua ako na tamaa yake kuona ya kwamba Kenya inaongozwa katika misingi ya kikatiba. Tunataka tuambie Wakenya ya kwamba chama kipekee, chama ambayo iko na maono na mazuri kuhusu taifa letu ni chama cha DCP. Hii mwito inatoka katika chumba cha kulala ya aliyelala Waziri Mkuu Raila Amolo Odinga. Wakati Kenya ilianzishwa mwaka wa 1963, uhusiano ilikuwa kati ya watu wawili, mzee Kenyatta na mzee Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Wakati wowote wana wa Israeli walikuwa na changamoto wakitoka Misri, kila wakati Musa alikuwa anaenda kutafuta uso wa Mungu na uongozi wa Mungu kutoka mlima. Nataka kuambia jamii ya Wajaluo, uongozi wetu iko katika mlima. Mwito wetu, macho ya Mungu kwa jamii yetu iko katika mlima. Tusipotezwe, tusidanganywe. Rift Valley haina solution, haina mipango na haina uhusiano nzuri na bora ya kuleta Wajaluo na Wakenya wote pamoja. Lengo lao ni kusambaratisha na kuweka Wakenya wakae katika hali ya ukabila. Tuhakikishe mwaka ujao tunapoenda uchaguzi, Wajaluo, na warudia, Wajaluo mara ya tatu, tusipoangalia vizuri, tunaenda kuingia katika shimo, na hilo shimo itakuwa ngumu kwetu kutoka tukikosa kuangalia mlima. Asanteni. Just continue.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my colleague, for the press conference that you brought before us this afternoon. My names are Captain Charles Makokelo. I'm the CEO, Chairman Sia County DCP party, whereby I want to thank my colleagues from Kisumu. That is Mr. Bethel Said. That is our regional coordinator, Nyanza. And also our colleagues also from Homa Bay come and join us in this demise of our mother Joyce Onyango. Mine says very few because I don't want to repeat what my brother has read in our press statement. Ours mainly is stick to work as the DCP party. In Sia County, we want to talk to our generals, general so far that is in Sia County, to join us fully to vote DCP because we want to make sure that we create change in Kenya. All over Kenya, you must know that I don't want to talk about any party at all. Mine is to specifically talk about DCP that I'm swinging in. My vote is DCP. That is what I'm telling my voters, our friends, to join us, to take this opportunity and join us in selling a DCP for us to get more seats. We want to make sure that from presidency, who is Mr. Gachagua, the Senate, the governor, the MP, MCAs, we want to make sure that we have to fight and get all seats to put in DCP. What I cannot on top of that, because I'm not a person to talk too much, but I deserve to help Kenyans so that we can reach somewhere. Today is our day to join whoever was demised for our friends in this home in Bondo, and we want to organize on how we should reach all of our voters in Sia County in general to make sure that DCP stand in Siaya. We want our deputy party leader and party leader to join hands to come and make sure that we put full change in Sia County. That's why we are saying we came here to start we came here to start our first meeting next to the lake. So far that we want from the lake going up to the main lake. I don't know, we call it what in Mombasa. That is Kenya as a whole. By the time we are doing this, because we came here very early in the morning to come and maybe do something in the lake to change our life. We are happy for today because we are joining this kind of demise of our beloved mother here. We don't have much to say, and at these hours we want also to introduce our women rep, that is for DCP, to come and say something small, and we call it a day. Karibu.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are streaming live from Sia County. We are in Bondo. We are standing with one of us who happened to lose his mother, and this is a nice opportunity that has brought us together with our colleagues all the way from Kisumu, Migori, Homa Bay, and the better part of Siaya County. What I want to say is that we are a strong voice, and we are not relenting any soon, because what we are talking about is change, and change is the most important thing that any person who really wants an improved system should be able to embark on. As a woman representative or an incoming woman representative, Sia County, I want just to let us know that a woman representative is the voice of the woman on the national table. There are several functions of a woman representative, and one of them is representation. It's the woman representative who represents the voice of the woman, the youths, the marginalized group of people. This into details, I realize that for real, this seat needs to be looked into keenly, because a woman representative represents a whole county speaking on behalf of these people, whereas the whole county has several MPs. So when I was looking at this, I said that just one woman representing a whole county, it means it's even small. Why? In one county, for example, Sia County, when we talk about the MPs who are there, like Ugenya, we have Rarieda, we have Game, all those people are MPs, but we only have one woman who is representing the whole region. So what I can say is this: let all women come out strongly, let all the youth come out strongly. And previously I had said that we normally sing and talk about change. I can see everyone talking about it, even on the social media. We want change, and maybe people throwing words here, left, right and center. My voice to the woman who wants to be represented on the national table is that you go out, talk to the young, let them get their identification cards and let them hold their votes, because your vote is your weapon. That is the only thing that you're going to use to safeguard your future. If you don't have a vote, then it means that even when we are going for the elections, you will not have a voice on the ballot box, and that is where you can make a change, and that is where systems can be improved. Kile ambacho ningependa kusema ni hivi, nikiongea kwa Kiswahili. Kwa majina naitwa Linet Achengo Tieno. I'm a teacher by profession. Sikuwa nimesema awali, I'm sorry about that. I'm a teacher by profession, though kwa wakati huu sifunzi. I am looking forward to get this seat of the woman representative Sia County. Ningependa kusema ya kwamba hichi kiti, wakati ambapo nilianza kuiongelea, kile ambacho nimeona na kile ambacho nimefanya my research, nikaona ni kwamba this is a very big seat. Kwa sababu gani? Ukiangalia the whole a whole region, for example, a constituency, a constituency, we have a constituency where we have the MPs who are representing us at the national level. But tukiangalia the whole of Sia County, there are several constituencies where we have so many people, and especially wanaona sana sana ni wanaume wanasimama. Another thing I would say ni wakati wanawake wasimame for these posts. I looked at the post of a woman rep and I said, oh my God, only one woman representing women in the whole county where there are so many people who are sitting on the national table. I think this is a very big docket that if looked into keenly should even have its own structures. Kile ambacho ningependa kusema ni kwamba wamama, vijana, let's go out and look for the votes, not the votes really, the identification cards. Ni wakati wa kutafuta ID. Kama huna, get your weapon, which is your vote, your voting card, because at the ballot box your decision will be made sound only when you have a voting card, and that is the most important thing. Even as we go towards the elections, ukitaka reforms zikuwe in the country or in the system, ama huku chini at the grassroots, your voice will be heard by your vote. I think that is my call, and I want to thank this platform, the DCP, for giving me a chance to be a voice of the women even at the national table. Thank you very much. Yes. 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 What am I going to do differently than the current or the outgoing? Yeah, what I can say is that I really don't like talking so much about the outgoing because they have done their part. But according to what I have studied, the study I've done in the ground is that there is a very little relationship or touch between the woman representative, the outgoing, and the ground. I don't know if that is only with me or it is for the whole county. Because if I can remember, I saw this lady once. It was at a certain function, and again it was during elections. And what I want to believe in is that a woman representative should be one who is very much reachable, somebody that lives with us in as much as there's a lot of representation at the national level, but you should come back to the ground, because we are representing people at the grassroots. So that is the first thing really I would want to see a change, a relationship between the people who elect us and the seat itself.
Madam Lynette.
Yes. Yes.
Mara mingi watu wamesema ati chama cha DCP chama cha mlima.
Yes. Yeah, mara mingi watu wanasema ya kwamba chama cha DCP ni chama cha mlima, and that is true. For me, this is what I can say. As a liberal thinker and as a democratic Kenyan, I remember hata wakati nilipokuwa nikisoma, sikusoma Nyanza peke yake. Nilisoma kote kote mpaka University of Nairobi, which is not even in Siaya, you understand? So for me, DCP represents the nation. DCP, just like any other party, represents the nation. And we should be that liberal such that we accept all the parties that are going to come. Not only DCP, but any other that is going to come.
Nyinyi kama wananyanza ambayo leo mmepiga kambi huko Siaya. Kwa hivyo ni dhibitisho kuwa chama cha DCP ni Kenya mzima.
Yeah, it's a pure confirmation that it's all over, because even as we are speaking now, we are in the interior of the village, very much in the interior.
Can I add on that question, please? Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The notion that DCP party is a party that belongs to the central people is a fallacy, and it is false from the core. I want to tell the Kenyan people that we don't have Mount Kenya Registrar of Political Parties. What the law recognizes is the Registrar of the Political Parties Kenya. Any political party registered under Registrar of the Political Parties Commission, whether in the village, whether in a location, whether in a constituency or a provincial or a county, that party belongs to the people of Kenya. That is one. Number two, William Samoei Ruto branded DCP as a party that belongs to the people of Kenya. I want to tell the people of Kenya that about 3-4 months ago, a by-election was done, and in those by-elections, DCP successfully won in 3 civic seats. What does that tell the people of Kenya? Going with our narration, kusikiza wa Kenya, we managed to have an MC elected down from the grassroots. And that one tells you that we were putting our roots before the tree begins to grow. In a short while, as we move forward to 2027, this party is going to be the next biggest party in the legislation and in the programs of Kenya. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. Just come up again.
In that now you are standing with DCP in a hostile place, which is ODM brethren. How you handle it as a campaigns and all that, and intimidation?
Yeah, I knew that was going to come out, especially now that I had been talking about my desire to represent. Everyone was asking me, Lynette, but which one is the party? Which one is the party? And I'm very sure they really want to know. Now that I'm airing it out officially that it's DCP, and the place it's called, it's like ODM zone. I think any sober person, from what has been happening, like we saw the ODM, the other time ODM was, this was a tough zone for the ODM, and it was a region that UDA was not supposed to be visible. But at the end of the day, UDA became visible. Then at the end of the day, before we could know it, UDA and ODM became one thing. So what I can tell the people or the voters or wananchi is that we need to think beyond the party as we speak now. I will not hide, I will not run away, but it goes back to the people. If we think politicians are enemies, then we are wrong. Because if that was the case, then we couldn't have seen William Samoei Ruto sit together with Baba on the same table. So it's about our minds to change. I think we need just to do civic education about that and tell people that time really has come for change. It's a new dispensation and it's a new era where you have just to vote in the person you believe in, not necessarily the party. I think a lot of education is supposed to be taught to the grassroots especially, so that they know that it's one country, we are one country, only different opinions, but our ideas are gearing towards one nation. That's the most important thing. Well, my last word to Sia County is that we are not going to leave any stone unturned. We have decided that it is time for change, and we are up to that task, and we are going to do everything possible to make sure that that happens. As the incoming woman representative, I want you to know that I am not a coward, I am not a weak woman, I'm a woman who has gone through it all, and I'm very sure when that was happening, it was supposed to brave me for such moments. So when we are coming to the ground, just know that we are friendly just like any other party and any other person. That's what I can say to the people of Sia. Otherwise, my word, go find your vote where it is. It is going to be your weapon for change and final decision making.
Thank you so much. Kwa majina naitwa Omondia Church. Mimi niko tu na mwito kwa Wakenya. In the last general election, we had UDA led by William Ruto. Unfortunately for Mama Mboga, nataka niwaimize, hili gari dereva yake ni mbaya. Shukeni. Manake viongozi wenyu ambao walikuwa kwa UDA si hata walishukishwa, walitupwa nje ya gari. Wengine wakaumia, wakawa na majiraha, na hata sahi hawajapona. Mama Mboga, sisi tuliwahimiza muingie UDA, shukeni muingie DCP. Boda boda tuliwahimiza, shukeni UDA, ingieni DCP. Any other hustler outside there, kama sisi viongozi wa UDA tulitupwa ndani ya gari, muko kwa hatari. Shukeni ndani ya hiyo gari, muingie DCP. Hii ndio chama ya demokrasia. Manake ile kitu tunatafuta ni usawa, tunatafuta demokrasia, na sisi kama wana Kenya hatuwezi kubali kudhulumiwa tena kwa mara nyingine. Ahadi yale tulipewa na Bwana William imekuwa sasa ni kama kuchimba maji ndani ya jiwe. Asanteni.
Thank you so much. I'm Otada Duncan Ogingo. I'm the chairman of DCP, Kisumu County, under youth, and also the youth coordinator for this our great party, Nyanza region. I want to strategize firstly, as we are streaming live all the way from Bondo in Serawongo village. I want to say this, that nowadays I'm saying that indeed this our country is going at a bad point, because when we see the meetings that are being held at the State House, we are saying that is it true that indeed we are part of this nation? Because when we look, or when we see, or when we are being narrated the history of this our country, when Moi was in power, he never held any kind of meeting at State House. Even Kibaki with this PNU, he never did the same. Now to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta also never did that. Why is it that today's administration is now strategizing its political week from State House? In that regard, as a youth and as a strong believer in democracy of the Republic of Kenya, I want to say that indeed That is wrong. And what we are saying, we condemn that. Secondly, as a youth of this nation, and also from Nyanza region, we are saying that we welcome every youth to this great party, because much has been said and we will not repeat what has been talked about. To my fellow youths of the Republic of Kenya at large, especially from Nyanza region, I want to tell you that this vehicle is moving very fast, and as we go, we should go together. And as we move, we should move together. And in that regard, I want to assure them that our party leader, His Excellency, the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, has told us that as youths, we have the 60% shares in the next government. Why is it that the administration that we have today is exempting the youths? And that's why us as youth and as the coordinator of DCP under youths in Nyanza region, I want to welcome each and every youth who are coming from Nyanza to register and also to come join DCP party. I want to thank each and every member that accompanied us to this great place. I want to assure you that your effort, your work will not go in vain. Yeah. Yeah. So when youths are agitating for transmute, indeed our wishes must be heard high. And indeed what we have been seeing in this country is that our voices are not being heard clearly. When we air our views, when we air our voices, the only response is disregard. So as a coordinator of youths under DCP party Nyanza region, I want to assure them that every youth's voice will be heard at the national level, and what they wished that they want to have as youths from Nyanza region, I'll ensure that I give them. Yes. So number one, the notion within the country, it is clearly that indeed us as youths we have been used and dumped, and under that experience, us as youth we have learned a lot, and this time round us as youth we have been giving full support in terms of education to educate the youths that we have been used enough. It is now our time to vie for these seats. It is now our time to go for these positions, and that's why even youth of today are agitating for change. Change number one is to not to accept that they are being used by politicians. Number two, the youths of this country are now awake in regard. They have said that enough is enough. When the country is at mess, they will not keep quiet. And indeed you can see when we go to the street to demonstrate against a kistocracy government that was in power, that we put into power with all our hopes that will help us. Today what we are getting in return is only disrespectful, and that's why the youths of today are awakened, and indeed we have been mobilizing them all the way from the ground, from the grassroots, to ensure that their voices are heard and also to go for those seats. That's why, in that your question, I want to assure each and everybody, especially the youths, that indeed as a DCP party, we highly accept and we welcome each and everybody who is wishing to vie for any position, especially the youths. When I was starting, I said that our party assured us that indeed 60% shares of the next government is going for the youths. I want to ask you also at the same, that when 60% shares has been allocated for us, are you sure that we will be used again? Indeed we will not. So the question has been answered by our able party leader, His Excellency the Deputy President, the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. Okay, what I'm doing to ensure that each and everybody is not left behind, number one, is to give attention to what they are saying. That is number one. Number two is to answer any question that arise, so that the youths from Nyanza region can be satisfied with what we are saying as a party, and also to give them the ideology of the party to them, so that they can hear and also understand what DCP means. When we say DCP, the slogan of DCP is to skiza ground. Ama ni uongo? DCP. So your question has been answered through party slogan. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Bethwell Seth. I'm the DCP Regional Coordinator for Nyanza. I stand here to address a few issues today. First and foremost, I thank the team that we team from Kisumu and team Siaya. Today we gather here in Bondo, Sia County, to condole with one of our executive team of Sia County, Bwana Charles. I want to take this chance to address the following issue. One, I want to call all the youths, everyone who has attained the age of 18, who is eligible to get. The reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that all Kenyans who are willing for change of this country have their IDs. The only thing which can make you have a change, your voice be heard, is through your what? Your vote. And you cannot get your vote, you cannot vote without an ID. So the first thing, I am calling all the leaders for the DCP and all the opposition leaders to address and also to go around telling our young youths to do is to take the IDs. Number two, as you know very well, that this team is not just one county. It is the entire Nyanza team. It is a formation of the county offices for Siaya, Homa Bay, Kisumu, Migori, and also the sub-counties. We have done our formation up to the sub-county level, and we are only in the process of doing the ward the ward representation, and that is what we are doing. DCP is our agenda, and it will be agenda. We will make sure that we do whatever it takes to make sure that DCP is heard on the ground. As you know, our slogan that DCP skiza ground. Si kweli? Yes. That is our slogan. Kwa hivyo sisi jukumu yetu kubwa kama viongozi wa chama cha DCP ni kuhakikisha kuwa Nyanza tumefika kila mahali. Na leo mmeona tumetoka kule Kisumu wote, wengine wametoka Homa Bay. I have a brother, my brother here from Homa Bay. Brothers from Siaya and sisters. So you can imagine that DCP is now being felt in the entire Nyanza. Another thing I want to tell and I want to bring to attention of the entire country, This one goes specifically to the aspirants. Any aspirant who is vying in any position in the entire Kenya, that is all the 47 counties, we have something called Kenya Aspirants Network. The Kenya Aspirants Network is being led by one of the Mheshimiwa Obungu Owich from Kisumu County. This is a call to bring all the aspirants in the entire country to come together from any political party. This is a podium which is not specifically for DCP, ODM, a podium which brings all the political parties, aspirants to come together, get united, and get the agenda what they need to give the what to the people. And we are so something beginning from Nyanza. I think I want to urge all the Nyanza people, let us come out in large numbers to bring a change for ourselves. The change begins with you. You do not expect somebody to change the country if you yourself you are not part and parcel of that what? Of that change. And I want to say this, that DCP has given the youth, as it has been said by our party leader, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, DCP party gives youth 50% slots, okay, in all the positions which are from the MCA to the president. We are giving them 50%. 50% ni ya vijana. And we are not going to negotiate about that. It will remain to be for the youth. The reason why our party leader is doing this is to bring the youth on board. You know, the bigger number of the voters in this country are the youth. True or false? Yeah. So this is a chance for the youth to their voice to be heard. So we really appreciate our party leader Rigathi Gachagua for giving us that and assuring them. As you see, you saw in the previous meetings which has been done before, he has assured the youth that that will remain to be that. And he also promised for the youth who have managed to register members in DCP, that will be also an advantage to you to vie for any political seat. The more you register people, the more you will also be considered in that. We will not allow your effort, which you have done on the ground, kusikiza wa Kenya, to go that way. Gachagua has promised that he is ready to work with Nyanza people. He is ready to work with everybody on board to make sure that Kenya change. Okay? Yes. I want you to ask yourself that if the team which formed the government, this is now that is now the UDA regime, all of them have left and have come to DCP. What does it tell you? We have seen that the driver is not leading that vehicle into the right direction, and everybody has left. Today, you hear that UDA is saying that they are in the broad base, and it is a coalition. Who told you that ODM can form a coalition with UDA? According to the constitution, ODM is still a coalition in Kenya Kwanza, right? Yes. You saw just yesterday, and we are so happy, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka is now the party leader, is now the leader of the what? Of the Azimio coalition. So how can you come and tell Kenyans that ODM and UDA is forming a coalition? How? Where on earth? It doesn't make sense. Unless we don't know what the constitution tells about it, the coalition. The first thing, for ODM to form a coalition with UDA, he has to withdraw itself from the what? From the Azimio coalition. Sinikweli? Yet he has not done that. So do not give us the propaganda. Then now you tell us that sisi Wanyanza ndio ni kama sisi ndio tuko na shares mingi kwa hii serikali. We should not be given this propaganda. How many CSS do we have in Mount Kenya? And still they need to make sure that Kenya is taken into the right direction. So my humble request to Nyanza people, do not be lied to that we are part and parcel of that broad base. We are not, and we will not. Even Raila himself did not say that is going to be with UDA in the next election 2027. And he knows why he said that. Sisi kama wanachama wa DCP tutahakikisha DCP imeingia kila pembe ya Nyanza, and we are not stopping anything. We are going to make sure that DCP gets into every location, every sub-location, every village. Na hii sio mchezo, hii bado ni kionjo. Mtupe muone hapo mwezi wa 6 ni nini haswa tutakuwa tunafanya kama wana DCP. We are coming on the ground. Mkiona leo tumeingia huku Ulanda chini ya lake Bondo, it tells you what is coming ahead for this party as DCP and also the opposition. Sisi haja yetu kama DCP na opposition ni kuhakikisha tumekuwa watu pamoja, kuhakikisha tumepata candidate moja ambayo tutamsimamisha kama nani? Kama president wetu, si ni kweli? And I assure you, hii government haiendi mahali. You president, you cannot come and lie to us that you are now going all over the country giving nyota. Who told you that? This is our money, the money borrowed from the World Bank, right? And we have been given that money to be given to people who are doing business. Everybody have the right to get that money. You cannot go around trying to lie to the youth, bribing youth with an issue of nyota. You are forgetting that hii pesa ambayo tayari unawapea, haa pia wameregister. Kila mtu akiregister for nyota anatoa shilingi 222. Ni kweli ama ni uongo? Fanya for example, in Nyanza tulikuwa na 800,000 applicants na kila mmoja wao amelipa shilingi 212. Hiyo inakupea milioni ngapi? 192 million. Okay? Na kila wale wenye wamepata hii benefit, it is only 7,000. If you multiply 7,000 by 22,000, it gives you around 154 million. Kwa hivyo kwa ile pesa ambayo wana Kenya vijana wametoa, pesa yenu ndio bado mnarudishiwa, na Ruto ambaye ni president bado anabaki na pesa ya vijana. At the same time hajatumia ile pesa ambayo amepewa na World Bank kupeana kama nini? Hii pesa ya loans. Kwa hivyo we cannot buy such lies, then you expect us to walk on the same line. We are not going to do that. Ruto mwenyewe ajitokeze na tuelezee World Bank ilimpea pesa ngapi ya kuhakikisha grade 10 imefanywa nini? 100% transition. Ajitokeze na tuambie, haeleze wana Kenya. Kenya hawana shida. The only thing we lack as Kenyans is civic education on what exactly is happening in Kenya. That is only what we need as the leaders. Kwa hivyo I also pledge with the leaders, can we please have a podium where now we can explain to our Kenya people what exactly is happening in the country. We are not going to sit and wait and see what is happening to the Kenya. Sisi kama viongozi, we are not going to do that. Na ndio sababu I'm really pleading with all the aspirants, wale ambayo wanatafuta kiti yoyote kutoka MCA, MP, women rep, governor, senator. Tujitokeze, tujiunge na hii aspirants Kenya Aspirants Network. Tuwe na nguvu wa kuhakikisha yule kiongozi ambayo anatupotosha tunamnyorosha vizuri. Si ni kweli? Asanteni sana. I want to assure you one thing, that our party leader Rigathi Gachagua is coming to Nyanza very soon. Mmeona ndio tumemaliza mambo na Central. Kitu ya kwanza tulitaka tuhakikishe Mount Kenya tumeipiga block. Na hata nyinyi mwenyewe mmeona, mmejionea. Hii sio kitu ya kuambiwa, hii ni kitu ambayo inawaonyesha moja wameacha zile shida ambayo pengine mtu mmoja ama wawili walikuwa nayo, na wamekubali kuungana kuhakikisha wanapata nini? Uongozi bora. Kwa hivyo ndio ametoka kule. Vile vile mnajua kwa kiongozi wetu ambayo one of the opposition ameenda nje juzi. Wanakuja wote Nyanza. They are coming to Nyanza na tunaanzia Gusiland. Tukitoka Gusiland tunaingia wapi? Luo, Nyanza. I want to assure you that we are doing that very soon. Anytime. I will not give the exact day because we are in politics. Lakini tayari tuko na mpangilio kuhakikisha Gachagua na timu yake yote wamefika Nyanza. I want to assure you that. I don't want to say that. What you know, nyinyi wote mnajua Kalonzo is also party leader for Wiper. Si ni kweli? Na juzi pia amechaguliwa kama kiongozi ambayo atakuwa anaongoza Azimio Coalition. Kwa hivyo sisi kama opposition ni furaha tele kuwa one of ours sasa amechaguliwa, ameteuliwa kama kiongozi wa hiyo coalition. Na ndio sababu nilisema awali kuwa mtu asikudanganye ati ODM na UDA wataform coalition leo. Hawawezi. Kitu ya kwanza ni lazima ODM wajitoe kwa ile coalition ya nini? Ya Azimio. Ndio waweze kuform coalition na hii chama cha UDA. So I want to say that we are not, for now we are not going to name our candidate. It is still early. It is still early. Na kiongozi wetu Gachagua aliwaomba na hata the opposition pia wakawaomba ati wa Kenya tuwe watulivu, tungoje wakati ikifika tutahakikisha tumewaletea mtu mmoja ambaye anasimama na hiyo opposition, and that is our stand. Asanteni.